The most important thing in a poker game is not only to shuffle the cards, but to actually cut them, because people can look at the bottom or top card and then cheat. So we need to cut really good. Now we can choose any 4 random cards, for example these 3 and 4 cards. The spectator could actually choose these cards that we are going to use for our trick. And now let's see, we have a Queen of Clubs, 10 of Hearts, 9 of Clubs and 2 of Hearts. Really useless cards, but of course we are not playing a game, we are actually performing magic, so we can change these 4 cards into the 4 aces. Welcome to Illusion and Cards. My name is Julio Rivera and today I'm going to show you one of the most useful card techniques there is, because you can not only change 4 cards into the 4 aces, but you can also change it into any amount of cards you want, and not only visible but also invisible. So the spectator thinks during the trick that those cards are random cards, but at the end those change into the chosen cards, into a prediction, into the 4 kings, or any amount of cards you want. And those cards can not only be on the table, but they can be on their pocket, change position into from another spectator or from another place. There are many options, and even more options if you combine this technique with other techniques to create more advanced and impossible routines. So it's a really great technique. I hope you enjoy it. Let's learn it. For this trick you need the 4 aces or any cards that you want to change at the top of the deck, and you need to maintain the order of those cards so you can mix the rest of the deck, for example with a riffle shuffle, but not mixing those top cards, or even performing a false cut like so. You can even palm the top 4 cards, okay, here you can palm them and give the deck to a spectator and tell them to shuffle the cards. When they finish shuffling these cards, you put it on the top and then you can do another shuffle maintaining those 4 cards. So now that you have the cards that you want to change at the top, you can let the spectator choose any card they want. For example, this one, this one, this one, and this one. You need an excuse to put the cards on top of the deck. So I usually leave them on the table or tell the spectator to don't look at the cards, because we are going to show them at the top of the deck face up, because we need to do this in order to change these 4 cards into the 4 aces. For this, first we need to take a pinky break below the 4 aces. So we can hold the mechanics grip with our left hand, and then middle grip, middle and ring finger on the top right corner, thumb on the bottom right corner, index on top, and this will allow us to riffle the cards until we see an ace. We see an ace, we put our pinky finger on top of the deck and we release the rest of the card. And this allows us to grab a pinky break so we can get these 4 cards as one later. Of course, we can't do this like so because the spectator will notice. We have to do it in a very slight way so the spectator don't see anything from the top or from the front, okay? So now we have that pinky break, that separation, and now we can grab all the cards and put them face up on top of the deck and grab with middle grip all the cards, the 4 random cards and the 4 aces. So we have those 4 aces on top. We can mix the rest of the cards. The spectator chooses any 4 random cards. We tell them not to look at the cards, so they are face down. And now, while we grab all the cards from the spectator, we get a pinky break from the top 4 cards. We can also perform a more advanced technique, which is the pinky count. With one finger, we can 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. And this way, we get a pinky break of the top card with only one hand. This allows us to, look, I'm not holding any break, but at the same time that I grab these cards, I get a pinky break. Look, I already have the pinky break with only one hand, and at the same time that I'm performing another action that is covering this break. So now I have the break on the top 4 aces with only one hand. So I don't have any break. With my pinky, I grab the pinky break, like so, okay? So now I put all the cards on top, and my break is below the 4 aces. So now I grab with middle grip all the cards, and I start to turn them around. So with my thumb, I pinch the top card, and I slide it on the top of the deck, like so. First card, second card. It's important to perform always the same move, because if we do like so, and then on the last one, we put the cards on top, it will look weird. So we need to always perform the same movement, exactly the same, because at the end we need to place all the cards on top. So we are going to place all the cards on top on every single card. So on every single card, we turn over the card and then we put all the packet on top. But we don't release the break, okay? So we turn over one card, put all the packet, the whole packet on top, turn over, and on the last one, we release the cards and turn over only the top card. This will let us into this situation: a random card and the 4 aces on top. So when we put these cards on the table, the spectator thinks that these are any random cards, but we have already done the change. Okay, so 4 aces on top, the spectator chooses any 4 cards, 2, 3, and 4. We get a break on the top 4 cards, like so. Okay, we have a break right here, as small as possible. We put these cards face up on top of the deck. We grab all the packet, so aces and random cards in middle grip, and we start turning over the top card, the second one, always performing the same move, moving the packet on top of the deck. And on the last one, we release all the cards, grab the top card, and turn it around the same way. Now we leave this first card right here because this is the different card, and we put these 3 random cards, but they are 3 aces, right here, close together. And then we have another ace here and a random card. So we need to perform a color change. We have to change this card into the ace. I just uploaded a video explaining 7 color changes that you can learn. So I'm going to leave you a link into the right here and also in the description. But for this color change that I perform, we're going to grab also a pinky break on top of the card. We can do it with riffling with our thumb, like so. We can push the top card, put the pinky finger below, and then go back. Okay, so we push the top card, put the pinky, and then go back. So we have the pinky break, or do a pinky count, counting only one card. Okay, so we have a break, put the card on top, and grab both cards as one. So we have 2 cards right here with our middle and ring finger on this long edge, right long edge, close to us, and the thumb on the opposite edge. And we are going to pinch with our index finger right here and turn over both cards as one. So we pinch, release, and turn over our wrist. Okay, so this is the movement. If you perform it this way, it's really obvious. But when you do it underneath these cards, you have more cover. Okay, so you perform it like so, it's more visual and you have more cover. But you can flash the second card if you leave the cards like so. So you have to be fast and move this hand to your deck to clean up and then release the last ace. Okay, so you have here these cards, you perform the color change, move the card to the deck, release, and show the 4 aces, ending completely clean. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and comment. It's completely free, but it keeps me motivated to upload more videos. Also, check the 7 color changes I explained it last week because it's a great video. You have the link in the description, and also go to illusionandcards.com/learn. You also have the link in the description because probably you haven't understand me. And then you will find more free content to learn amazing magic. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.